Hello, everybody. Welcome to Conscious Life Collective. My name is Julia Vernatsky, and I am the co-founder of Conscious Life Collective. Welcome to Conscious Life Collective. My name is Julia Vernatsky. Wow. And I am the co-founder of Conscious somebody Life. Might have
Yeah, it must be playing somewhere else too. That's where it's here though. Good morning, everybody. My name is Mickey Preventer, and I am also the co-founder of Conscious Life Collective. We are bringing you something so incredibly special today. The connection for the energy for the week that we're doing every Sunday at 12 o'clock. Today we have our spiritual and Kabbalah teacher, Michael Ocher, who is going to be joining us on the consciousness and energy of the week connection. The inspiration for our weekly series is to be conscious about what's happening in the cosmos and what is happening in the world. And so we want to just pose a question. So the question we would like for answer this week is, how can we personally be in alignment with the energy and be guided by that energy that is available in the universe? And most importantly, how we can make the best choices for this upcoming week. And Julie, you'll have to unmute.
So guys, you know, there are many planets in retrograding. There's all kinds of things are happening when we talk, when we communicate. So embracing it, loving every moment of it. So Mickey, thank you so much for this beautiful introduction to what we're doing today. And Michael, you are joining from where? Where are you today?
Sorry, I'm in Vermont, in the beautiful green mountain state. It's amazing. Such good energy here, amazing air, nature, and there's an amazing group of us here. It's really nice.
Your background looks really beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I love nature. So for me, being surrounded by beautiful nature is a big treat.
I love that. So, guys, just give us a little space if something doesn't go perfect. So it's all good. If the connection freezes, it may not, but if it does, it's all good because we're all in different places right now. And we're all in one, we're only one screen apart. And this unity, this oneness, this togetherness makes it only so much more beautiful and special. And so, Michael, the energy of this week, right? There's so much, again, we I'm saying the same phrase almost, so much going on outside. So my question today is, I am someone who loves to connect to the big picture. I love to be able to step outside and see a bigger picture, have a vision of what's in front of us, where what's in front of us is taking us, because it makes me, first of all, feel much more balanced and certain. And second of all, it allows me to kind of have strategies on what I do with it and be more in balance, in an alignment with life, because whatever is happening outside is life. So my ask is, I want to be in alignment and I want to see a big picture. Can you talk about that? How do we do that?
Amazing question. And I also love that. And the first thing that comes to me is, first of all, if you want something, you need to say that you are that, right? So if I want to be in alignment, I should say I am in alignment. I am in alignment with the universe. I am in alignment with the creator. I'm receiving direct messages from the universe. I know the energy that's going on. And I can read the signs and I can understand them and I can see the miracles in the smallest things in my life, So you want to be in that state. That if you want that, you need to be in that state, right? That's ultimate way of how we bring things into our life, how we quote unquote manifest things in our life. It's by being that, not going after that, So that's a major key that you want to do. And this is very connected with the month, because Cancer dreamers, they're a sign of water, they're dreamers, they're more into, being in their emotions and governed by their emotions. So when you are something, it's a much stronger energy.
I love that. Even when we do our new moon ceremony, for example, we write a list of things that we want to manifest. And the format of that list is, I am that. I already have that. Like, not even already. I have
Yes.
this, and this. I am this, and that. I love that. So we are bringing the future forth. We're bringing ourselves forth to the future in a way, right? With embodying it.
Spiritually, there is no future and past. There's only present, right? So if you are thinking that something will, or you want something to happen in the future, you are creating space and separation between you and that. If you want that, you are that. And that's the mindset that you need to have. If you want your ultimate divine life partner and soulmate, you say that you are connected with them already. It's not something that will happen in the future, because spiritually you're always connected with them. If you want to have abundance, you say, I have abundance. I have plenty of sustenance. I have plenty of money, etc. So I have healing. I have health. I have clarity, etc. You make those statements, because your mind doesn't work. Your mind is much less, how do you say it, right? We need to know how to operate our minds and our consciousness. And that's the whole study of Kabbalah, just on the side note, that the whole study of Kabbalah is to help us operate our consciousness in a better way. But our consciousness operates in the way that you want to know the rules. And if you constantly wish for something, you're pushing it away from you, actually. I wish, I want, I need. These are all statements that create space between you and whatever it is that you want.
I love that. Even I hope, when we say I hope, it creates that separation, because it's not reality. So what we're saying is that we just need to embrace it, embody it, and be in it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love that. Amazing. And our friends are joining us, and I'm so happy to see Lynn is here, Biana is here. Guys, some of you, we cannot see names because you need to say okay to StreamYard. So there is on top in the description, there's a link where you need to say yes to StreamYard. Please don't be afraid of it. Just say yes to them. And that way we'll be able to see who is with us, who is speaking with us. That's wonderful. So this energy of the week, why don't we look at this closer, because it's very powerful, right? It's one of the most, we always say it's very powerful, but it is very powerful because it is about healing, right, Michael? It's about protection.
Protection, yeah.
Protection.
Yes. Yeah, there is a beautiful incident, when we look at the ancient world that correlates to this week's energy, we can derive a secret and the guideline and what kind of energy does in the week. And this, the story is very interesting. It talks about somebody who tries to bring havoc to a group of people, to a tribe, to a collective. And he keeps trying and trying and trying to cause damage on a spiritual level and on a physical level. But he starts to understand that because this group is so connected to the light, is so unified, there's so much unity, there's so much oneness in this group, there's so much wholeness, that it's impossible to cause any negativity to that. And there's many, many lessons, obviously, but the ones that are very important and powerful is the lesson of how a lot of us want to feel secure and protected in ourselves, in our consciousness, in our relationships, in our health, in our sustenance. So the week is kind of telling you, how do I make sure that I have protection? How am I protected from any negative energy that might be wanting to penetrate my inner field? And the main lesson, obviously, is There's a lot of people that like to go to psychics and these people that take off negative energy, etc. And they work sometimes. That's something that if you like it, go ahead. There's nothing wrong with that. But you want to understand the cause and effect of these things. How does the person allow that energy to come into my field? How do I allow that energy to penetrate my field? And it happens when I project that. So when I project, and when I'm jealous, when I judge someone, when I act in a very unbalanced way, without spirituality, without a thought in it, that's what causes this negative energy to allow to come into my life. And I want to know that if I take more responsibility, if I feel more responsibility, if I accept more responsibility for my life, then I automatically create a protective shield around myself. That a protective shield doesn't just come from someone outside. It's someone that I need to generate. It's something that I need to create. And when I allow my reactive nature to control my behavior and to control how I act, how I talk, how I think, that's what creates like a damage in our ozone layer. Like my teacher, the Rav, used to say that there's a spiritual ozone layer that protects us from harm. And if I want that ozone layer to be powerful, I need to be in harmony. I need to be in connection. And then I can be, protected. So we always want to, it's a lot about responsibility and taking full responsibility that whatever is happening in my life, I am the full owner of it. I am the full creator of it. Me, I created it, no one else. And I don't want to run to anyone else to help me change it. I can go for advice. I can go for healing, etc. Ultimately, I want to be totally in control of it. And you are in control of things when you take full responsibility for it. When I don't give that responsibility to someone else. When you say that, oh, someone did, someone was jealous of me, I felt bad vibes from them, oh, I got, evil eye, people say, or etc. Yes, you do. That does happen. It is a true thing. It definitely happens, and it exists. It's part of human nature, and people project that energy all the time. But how can I be more protected? And you can always be more protected by taking more and more responsibility for my life. Thinking, how can I be a bigger beacon of light into this world? How can I project more positivity into this world? So.
Yes, very beautiful. Yes, and another thing is like also for me, it's always a reminder. So some of you know, some of you don't, but I create objects. Some of them are jewelry where are engraved combination of letters. It's totally metaphysical. It is result of my personal study of the Kabbalah for many years. So I use this metaphysical ways to infuse energy. And one of the most requested combinations is protection. And it's so beautiful because I always tell people that protection, it's not only for you to be protected, it's just what Michael said, but it's also a reminder for us to really be always checking in with what is going on, where are we coming from, to be very careful so that even our thoughts, like everything is energy, right guys? Everything is energy. This group hears it every day from us. So our thoughts are very powerful form of energy. So even if we think something towards another person, it's already energy that is being kind of like sent towards it. So having engraving of protection, and I'm gonna ask Mickey, I don't know if you have the image. Okay, great. So we prepared an image for you with that combination of protection because it's one of the most requested one to be engraved on the jewelry or just have that image. Like some people use it for the phone or just have it somewhere very available so that they can look at it. And this combination is a vibration of energy, of protection, but also a reminder, check in with your thoughts. Make sure that whatever is coming out from your space. Whatever you are giving, sharing to the world is energy that will only create oneness in unity and will not cause anything that people need to be protected from.
Right.
So, yes, very powerful. And Mickey, thank you for posting that. So you can guys grab that image anytime, use it however you want to. There's a little bit of meditation, like affirmation. And that's another thing that would be really cool for us to have, right, Michael?
Yeah, definitely.
So, but before we go there, I wanted to also say that this is the beginning of the second part of the year, like official. This is it. Now we have a half of the year in front of us, and we can do so many amazing things with us. So we can, perfect time to create, perfect time to have a vision, right? So this vision this week is about seeing a big picture.
Yes.
Right, and having a vision. Do you want to like share with us?
Yeah, that's another gift of this week is the ability to be in almost prophetic clarity. You know, we all strive after clarity, and you always want to know what's really going on and have the answers and understand things. And this week gives it to us. This week gives us an opportunity to connect to more and more clarity. And almost like prophecy. And it's something, some people are more born with it, right? Some people are more intuitive and more born and just more psychic with it. But again, it's something that can be practiced. It's something that can be achieved for anyone. You cannot have an excuse, oh, I just don't have intuition or something like that. No, that's not a good excuse. You should strive after thinking how I can improve my intuition, how I can make my ability to see the big picture better. And that always connects to you, to yourself, obviously, to your inner space, to talking to you on a deeper level. You know, going, removing the noise outside and being in a state of me connecting to me, right? Me connecting to my soul, me connecting to my inner self. What does my inner self want? What will make me happy in the next 6 months? What can I accomplish? Not what can I receive, but what can I accomplish? What can I grow to? What can I give? Those are more powerful statements. That's something that will help you be happy in this life. Again, in spirituality, you're not happy when you receive. You're actually more happier when you're giving. There's nothing wrong with receiving. You should be receiving everything. But always remember that I also want to think, okay, what can I give? Whether it be to my partner in my relationship, to my social circle, etc. Think, what can I give? And also the relationship, Michael Berg, she's doing a webinar on our site, a free webinar if anyone wants to join. So she was talking also about, it's a beautiful concept about the relationship of me with myself. How do I take care of myself? How do I take care of my needs? And what is that whole thing? Are we trained to do that? Do I even know how to take care of myself or no? So that's another very powerful concept. But prophecy, it happens a lot it requires effort. That's what it really requires. There's many ways of doing it, but it does require effort. It requires a way for you to devote time to that. So you're not just waiting for it to come to you, but you're contributing to me receiving that in some way. So one of the ways is obviously it's your behavior in general, obviously, but it's being in a state of meditation. That's the key of, Karen Burke has a beautiful sentence. Prayer is about you talking to the creator, and meditation is about you listening. So how much time do you spend meditating? How much time do you spend? You close your eyes, you put your phone on time, 10 minutes, you just meditate, and you only focus on your breathing, for example. And that's it. That's all I do. I'm focusing on inhale and exhale. That's it. No other thoughts, no distractions, nothing. How much time do I do? How much time do I devote to that? That's what's going to help you connect to your inner self much more, to your inner truth, to your inner self, etc. there's many different ways of obviously doing it, but it's also being, you know, another theme that I feel a connection to this week is what's your inner circle. You know, there's a study that says you are most like the 5 people that you spend the most of your time with. But also there's the whole idea now, and it's really beautiful, the tribe. Like, what kind of tribe are you connected to? Who is your tribe? What is your tribe? And it's a beautiful thing, because if you surround yourself with more positive spiritual people, they will push you in the right direction always. You are obligated to push them in the right direction, and also they are going to push you. And this collective energy of all of your souls being together in this spiritual relationship, spiritual bond, is going to bring so much positivity and so much blessing into everyone's life. So your circle or your tribe is super important to you, to each and every single one of us. We're social beings. We are meant to be with people. You know, even right now we have all these restrictions, obviously, but still, there's definitely ways of connecting. And also the idea of, you know, this collective group, it influences you in a very powerful way. So you want to know, am I surrounded by the right people? Are these people the ones that I want to be more like? Are they inspiring me? Do I want to take care of them? Do I devote enough time to think about these people, to think about the wholeness of this group, to think about the health of this group, the spirituality of this group? Or am I just passive and just expecting things to happen for myself? Like, what side am I on? And you always want to think of how I can be unconditionally in a state of service, in a state of sharing, in a state of contributing, volunteering. But it's really service, like thinking, how can I contribute to these people? Not from a place, you know, there's a place that I want to be recognized and I want everyone to see that I'm good and I'm, you know, the recognition, the low level of service, but the higher level of service that I want to give, I want to contribute, I want to be in a state of, I want to make everyone's experience better. How can I do that? You know, how can I be this being of contribution instead of receiving? So that's major this week, also to check your tribe, check your group, check who am I connected to, how open am I with them, how comfortable am I with, I feel with, etc. This is another major theme this week.
I love that. I just have to add this, Michael, because this is so profound, because just if we are creating our reality for the next 6 months, coming from that place, we are guided. If we are coming from the place asking a person, how can I support you? The answer is the guidance to our own path.
Mm-hmm.
And so we can just stay, like, if we can just get really present to what Michael just said, like, I'm going to be replaying this video because it sounds so simple, right? But it's so simple, but at the same time, it's so incredibly profound. And the things that make it work for us and things that are really important are very simple things. So I'm embracing it, and the community that we created with Mickey, this Conscious Life Collective, one of our values is supporting and knowing how we can support everybody around us. So, like, sharing it, giving it out, and being in the place, how can we support you? What can we do so that you can receive what you want to receive? In that process, universe is working, universe is listening. We will receive whatever it is ours. And Dr. Davia is with us, and I'm just reading her comment, and I love it because she's commenting, awesome. Spirit just told me this morning that my job now is to check in with everyone and find out how I can support them.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's essential. It's essential. You want to, there's many relationships that we need to focus in our life. There's a relationship between you and the creator, you and yourself, you and your ultimate soulmate, but also you and the surrounding and the group that you're in. And this is very important. This is it can create so many miracles, you know, to appreciate the people that are in our life, to appreciate the ability that we have to be with them, to connect with them, to contribute, to ask for help from them, everything. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing opportunity. And another thought came to me, that the whole idea of service I just mentioned. So this is something that's very powerful. Is in Kabbalah there's a very important rule of like attracts like. This is very essential, very important law, kind of in spirituality, that if you want something, you need to be like it. You don't want to run after it. Like we started the transmission today, actually, with like affirmations, right? Like, I am connected, I am in alignment. So the reason I said service is because that's something, that attribute of a creator. The attribute of a creator is of giving, of beneficence, of me contributing constantly with no agenda. So you want to meditate, you want to think of having less agenda in my giving, less agenda in my service, less agenda in my care, having less and less thinking of receiving. And this is very powerful for this month, of course, because Cancers are amazing. Cancerians are amazing caretakers. They're amazing contributors, and they feel, etc. But they want to work on. We all want to this month. We all want to work on to release the hidden agendas, to make sure, just to be at least aware of it. Do I have any hidden agendas in my giving, in my talking, in my contributing, in my helping this person? Do I have any underlying currents, underlying subconscious agendas that I might have? And the beautiful thing is the more I go hidden agendas, the more I'm going to receive. That's what I want to do it. It's not like it's moral or it's correct, and it's like, oh, I should be more unconditional because that's the right thing. No. The more unconditional I am, the more I'm able to receive directly from the creator. The less I need to be taken care of by outside forces, by people, etc. So this idea of being less conditional, it seems like, oh, I need to do it in order to look good in this person's eyes, to gain favor, or oh, they'll remember me, or I'll have my voice will be louder, or people will like me, or that's the right thing to do. All these things are actually limiting how much you can get from this action of giving. So again, this month, the sign of Cancer, we're all in this energy right now. We're all a little bit Cancerian right now, which is very family oriented also, which is a good thing, because of the tribe. You can feel your family, you can feel secure in your people that you're surrounded by, but also to be more unconditional, to have less and less conditions, to remove the layers of hidden agendas that I might have underneath, to be more and more unconditional. And just to be aware, it's not wrong, it's not bad. It's just that I will have more once I have less agenda. That's the idea. That's how you want to look at it in your mind.
I'm so excited you said that, because we saying that this is a perfect time to create your next 6 months, right? This is a half of the year. So if we are creating next 6 months from the place of no agenda, right? So that way we are removing limitations, because our agenda is this big, right? It's only what we can see. It's like a tunnel that is our tunnel. But what if the universe, the creator, the angels, whoever you guys connect to, want to give you that much, and you only are able to see, like, or you're attaching yourself to the agenda, it's only this much. Can you see how much bigger life could be? It's removing limitations.
Totally.
You putting yourself in a position of being limitless.
Yes, exactly.
No agenda.
Yeah, and happier. You're just going to be more and more. There's so many studies that show that a person actually, the act of volunteering, which is an ultimate, in the Kabbalah Center, we always recommend people to volunteer, whether in our organization or any other organization, whatever you feel comfortable with, because that action of literally not receiving anything physical in return, and to meditate, not to receive recognition, etc., or something like that, but to be in the state of service, is the highest energy your consciousness and your body can be in. It creates literally miracles. There's studies that were done. This is mind-blowing, that actually, they say one of the ways for, it's very hard for the neuron cells in the brain to regrow, right? It's a major thing in neuroscience that says, they don't really know how. It happens, obviously, but how to speed that process up, etc. So they said volunteering, the action of volunteering actually creates more neurological connections in your brain. They did a study with nuns in basically their brains after they passed away, and they saw that they had Alzheimer's, they had dementia, they had all these diseases, brain diseases, that was supposed to limit their ability to function, but yet they functioned completely perfectly. Why? Because their life was full of service. Life was devoted to me. So this is really a magical trick, magical technique, that when I am of service, when I'm contributing, when I'm using the energy, the breath, the food that I'm eating to help others, to contribute, to be a bigger giver, it creates a tremendous transformation in my life. And it's a commitment, by the way. One more thing, it's a commitment that I want to commit that every week, every day, every week, whatever it is, but you want to have it on schedule. It's not like, oh, I'll do a nice thing because it just happens. No, I want to commit that my energy, my presence in this world brings this positive change in reality. And every time we have people coming in for volunteering, every time they're like, this is the best hour I've spent in my life. And what did you do? You didn't get anything. You only gave, right? But that's the secret, that the more you give, the happier you're going to be.
And I want to say, like, Miki, I'm going to unmute you in one, because Miki is someone who always, like, I was like, Miki, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, I'm running. I need to, like, take care of that lady or take care of this man. And she only mentions it because I asked. It's not something that she goes around and talks about. So Miki, I'm gonna unmute you. But I know it's one of the, like, these beautiful qualities that we value so much. And you can unmute yourself, because I don't think I can do that. If you want to just say something.
Yes, it's I've evolved to that point in my life, and I've committed myself to being a giver, not a taker. And especially with my business the way it is and my life, I've always, like you said, Michael, I've always found so much gratification in giving, and receiving is almost very uncomfortable for me at sometimes, and I'm learning to do a little bit of receiving, but it's just always been the way I have conducted myself, and have even grown even more in that.
That's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. It's it also says spiritually that one of the reasons we come into this world is to do that. That's one of the best things that you can actually, your soul can do, is that, contributing, taking care, and being a caregiver, in an ultimate sense, that you're not just doing it because it's right, but it's actually it should be, it's Kabbalistically, there's another perspective that says you should actually be like greedy to give more. How can I contribute more? Because that is what connects me to the creator. That's what connects me to the universe. That's what connects me to the positive energy, because like attracts like attracts and light attracts light also. So the more I do it, the more positive energy I bring. I'm just gonna put my camera on hold for 1 second. My battery's running low. I'm just charging my computer, so I'm here. I'm listening.
I'm gonna put the camera on me, guys. So we were talking about earlier, right, about energy of protection. So ultimately, energy of protection is to be connected to the light force of the creator. And so when we are sharing without an agenda and knowing the universe works, it's not like you're gonna constantly just like do everything for everybody else and not take care of your business. It's not that. But it's just knowing that when you are in this space of no agenda, knowing that when you're in a space of truly wanting to support other people, and knowing that by supporting other people, you're supporting yourself, because we're all one. So it goes back to that same thing. And also we are all one. So we're creating protection, layer of protection for ourselves. So we're starting with the energy of this week is protection, creating layer of protection, being able to see big picture, being able to create this next 6 months, connecting to the life's blessings. And it's so simple. It's putting ourselves in the place where we ultimately connected to the life force of the creator, when we are able to be with people in a way that we don't expect anything back, and we are grateful for people who allow us to contribute to their growth, to contribute to them getting what they want in life.
And also, just simply being part of organizations,
and being part of the community.
Yeah, connect through an organization like the Kabbalah Center, for example. We part of the reason why we're gonna, the center is so amazing and people love it is because we give people an opportunity to volunteer and to help. That's when you feel like you're contributing. That's when you feel good about things. Not just when you're like a month-old baby that just receives, but when you're a full-grown human being that contributes, that gives energy.
Yeah.
So to also commit to that, definitely make a list of things that you want to manifest, right, in the next 6 months. But at the same time, think of also, how can I give? What can I contribute? I'll devote that the next 6 months. I'm going to look for a nonprofit organization, and I'm going to help them this way. So
I love that.
Yeah.
So when you are creating a vision, and actually we are inviting you, yes guys, we're inviting you to create a vision for your next 6 months. And I'm not talking about goals, I'm not talking about like to-do lists, I'm talking about vision that is higher vibration. It's above anything that like to-do lists type of things. It's the outcome that you want to create in the next 6 months. So remember what we said
the
in the beginning.
affirmations I want to be in also.
Exactly. So remember what we said, like just be in the space that I am that, I already have that. And also what Michael just said, add to it how it will benefit other people. So like whatever you're creating, add to it. How is it benefiting other people, so that the creator is your partner. You're not doing it alone, right?
Totally. Yeah.
And I'm leaving it to you, Michael, right? We're going to go into something delicious that we all love to do together on Sunday. Yeah.
Yes. Meditation.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Okay. So we're going to do a meditation, and we're going to go into a theta brainwave to attract more, to be more in a state of manifestation. We're going to read a sacred text called Zohar. It's an incredible tool to bring light and blessings into our lives. And we're going to receive the downloads, how to attract, how to be protected, how to feel that I am protected by the Creator, that I am always guided by the Creator, how to have the vision for the next 6 months, and to kind of blast this energy into the world, to bring in the tribe of people that I need to be surrounded by. Okay. So it's very simple. If it's hard for you to meditate, don't worry about it. It's a practice. It's something that you practice and just follow my voice. And the goal is that we're going up to the Creator. That's the ultimate goal of what we're doing. So you want to close your eyes, be present in your space. Start taking deep breaths with your diaphragm or your stomach, your belly. Try to avoid using your chest and your upper body, just your belly. And try to take inhales and long exhales. And then you want to meditate and center your consciousness in your heart. And then I want to send my consciousness to the middle of the earth, go all the way to the core that has endless amount of energy, that's younger than our earth. And we want to meditate to pull this energy from the middle of the earth and let it go through all the layers, and let it go through our feet, our calves, our knees, our thighs, our buttocks, go through our entire body, opening up all the energy centers in our body, filling them with light, with new fresh energy, going into our hands, our neck, our head, and filling us with this new fresh energy. And then you want to see how this energy starts to pop on top of your head like a fountain and start to fill a beautiful ball of light above your head. And you want to look at yourself from the side and try to see what colors this ball of light for you right now. Next, I want to pretend that you are in this ball of light, that you're actually able to perceive your whole surrounding from this ball of light. And look how beautiful and perfect everything is, how everything light-filled is. Next, we want to send this ball of light to let it go above our heads, above the building that we're in, above our city, above our country, the continent, above our planet, into our solar system. And this ball of light has an ability to travel faster than the speed of light and travel through the entire universe. And we want to go to the edge of the universe and pass through the edge of the universe and start to pass through layers of light and dark. And we want to come to a layer of light that is very bright light. And we want to keep going higher. Our goal is to connect to the Creator. Go to that fuse beautiful energy that feels like home. This is also where our spiritual family is. And we keep going higher. We enter a plane that feels like jello or thick water. We keep going higher. We want to see how we touch a beautiful pink mist. It's below an angel of compassion. And it helps us go even higher. We see a beautiful pearlite shining in the distance. We want to go through this opening and enter the plane of the Creator, where just pure energy, the source of everything, the source of all the light, the source of all the love, all the wisdom, healing, abundance, wisdom, intuition, enlightenment is from here. And you want to meditate that your ball of light becomes one with this energy. Now we can get some downloads, which is basically downloads of consciousness, of energy directly from the Creator to our soul, to every level of our soul, every level of our belief, every single cell of our body. So if you want to know that you are protected by the Creator at all times, guided, protected, blessed by the Creator at all times, say yes. Want to know your vision. Ask the Creator to give you a better vision for the next half year. A better understanding, what is my next evolution? How am I going to grow in the next 6 months? What kind of spiritual goals I can set up for myself? Accomplishments. To be open, be guided by the Creator to your next level, to your vision, to your next evolution. Also say yes. And we also want to, if there's any negative energy that is connected to us, we want to ask the Creator to pull it from us. So if you want any low vibrational energy, any evil eye, psychic attacks, jealousy, or spiritual hooks that we might have that are limiting us, we want to, if you want, we can ask the Creator to release it, pull it, send it back to the Creator, and replace it with unconditional love. So if you want that, also say yes. And we also want to send unconditional love, healing, guidance, wisdom, compassion to our tribe, to whoever it is that is in our tribe, in our, inner circle. We want to be a channel of unconditional love to this circle. So if you want to be a channel of unconditional love and to bring unconditional love to your tribe, say yes. Now we want to meditate to send unconditional love and healing and peace to the entire world. And I'm going to read the sacred text of the Zohar to activate this energy, to connect us to the future, to our perfected self, in the highest and best way. בראשית אלה יתמה, בראשית בקורא ידמתך, תגיד בית השם אלוהיך. לא תבשל גדי בחלב אמו תחזה. חכמה אלה יתמה קודש לי קול בקול, וקול בקוראים על שמה יקראו, ושכינתה מתאמן יקריית בקורה. חכמה ודאי אלה יתמה ראשית קול בקוראים קול. וברא בקוראים דילה קדמאת, בקולה דבב עמודה, באמצעיתה בקורי עד מידך תרים שמתי, אישות עמי עדמתך, שכינתה תתאה, ואינון קול בקוראים קול, מסתרה לצדיק אלי קול. And whenever you're done, you want to rinse yourself in this beautiful energy again, in the energy of the Creator. See how you're getting full of this energy again, filling yourself up with it. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes.
It's beautiful.
Yes, that was awesome.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Michael.
Thank you.
So
Thank you
much.
for giving me the opportunity, for joining.
We can take this vision with us for this week, remembering that energy of protection is in our hands, that we are the ones creating it. And this vision that we just received for the next 6 months, it's a beautiful thing to write it down and to hold on to it. Every time we need it, call it forth. And we can use affirmations, right, Mike? We can.
Please, always use affirmations. Avoid
We
using
can.
I am.
Yes. So some of the things that came up today, I am one with the Creator, and I am protected
By the Creator.
And if you guys have a, say it again.
I'm protected by the Creator.
By the Creator. And if you want to share any of your things that came up to you that maybe we can borrow, we can connect to as well, please just comment it. It's a beautiful thing to share those those things, because I know that I'm going to write something on the paper for myself, and I'm going to put it up where I look every day. It's a mirror. I'm going to put it up in the mirror in my world, and I will be reminding myself about this we created together.
Thank you.
What is yours? Do you have yours, Mickey?
What
do you?
I do. The question that Michael asked in the very beginning about what can I accomplish or grow to or give in the next 6 months, and then looking for that clarity within that, what you receive for an answer, and then bringing into my space the tribe of people that I need in order to be able to do this. It just speaks so much for me right now as I'm going forward in my life and the other endeavors and business. Amazing.
Have a wonderful week, everybody.
Amazing week.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Thank you. Lots of blessings.
Blessed week.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
See you next Sunday at 12.
See you.
Bye-bye.